If you are over 60 and you wonder why that energy that used to drive you every morning is gone, why now you feel exhausted when before you woke up full of vitality, this message could completely transform what you believed about prostate health. Just 3 weeks ago, I received a call that touched my soul. It was Mr. Henry from Austin, and with a shaky voice he told me, "You gave me my life back." After so many years hearing that phrase, it never stops moving me. For more than 2 decades, I have witnessed brave men losing the sparkle in their eyes, convincing themselves that fatigue is a normal part of aging, and giving up on intimacy thinking there is no solution. But let me reveal something that maybe nobody has told you. You do not have to resign yourself. Your body still holds an incredible power capable of surprising you. Before continuing, I want to ask you something. Tell me in the comments where you are watching from and share what you have noticed lately about your energy. I read every message carefully because this is not just a video, it is a close conversation with you. Mr. Henry arrived at the consultation walking with difficulty. He was 70 years old but looked much older. His wife confessed to me that she was worried seeing him unwilling to leave the house. When I asked what had changed in his routine, he described a habit that I hear mentioned almost every day. He thought it was harmless, even beneficial, but according to the latest studies from the American Urological Association, that daily practice was draining his vitality from deep within. By analyzing the results of more than 4,200 men over 60, we discovered something alarming. Those with testosterone levels below 231 showed a 46% higher chance of suffering chronic fatigue. The most surprising part was that many of them shared the same habit related to masturbation, which they believed kept them healthy. What Mr. Henry did not know, what most people ignore, is that when this habit combines with 5 other silent mistakes, it creates a perfect storm that inflames the prostate and depletes zinc reserves, that essential mineral for maintaining optimal testosterone levels. But before talking about those 5 mistakes, I need to tell you something that will change how you see things. Masturbation itself is not the enemy. The real problem is excess without breaks, that constant wear that gives no respite. Imagine your prostate as a high-performance engine. If you push it every day without letting it cool down, what happens? It gets damaged, inflamed, and gradually loses effectiveness. Mr. John, from Denver, explained it to me with incredible clarity. He said, "It's like my truck. If I drive it every day without changing the oil and giving it a break, sooner or later it will leave me stranded." And the same thing happens with the prostate when its natural cycles are not respected. Here appears the first mistake, the one 90% of men make, the total lack of rest. According to research from the American Urological Association, frequent activity without breaks keeps the prostate in a constant state of inflammation, drastically reducing testosterone production. Mr. Henry admitted that he had followed this pattern for years, every day without exception, believing it was beneficial. The change was immediate when we introduced Smart Rest, 2 days off per week. And on those days, we added something else that made a difference: blueberries. These small gems are full of antioxidants that, according to multiple studies, reduce prostate inflammation. Mr. Henry started mixing them with his plain yogurt every morning, and in just 2 weeks, he called me excited, saying, "Something is happening. I have more energy than I have had in years." The second mistake is even more invisible: dehydration. After any intense physical effort, the first thing you reach for is water, right? Well, after masturbation, the body needs the same, but most people ignore it. Lack of water increases pressure on the prostate, slows circulation, and drains energy. Mr. James, from Miami, told me a phrase I will never forget. He said, "I thought water was only for thirst. I never imagined it could change how I feel." And the solution is so simple it seems incredible. Drink 500 milliliters of water upon waking, before coffee, before breakfast. This traditional practice activates the metabolism, helps the kidneys eliminate toxins, and improves blood flow to the prostate. Imagine a clean river flowing through your system, removing inflammation and awakening your vitality from the very first minute of the day. Mr. James tried it, and in a week he told me, "I wake up clearer, with mental clarity, as if I had slept better." The third mistake is present at almost every American breakfast table: Sugar-laden breakfasts. Those sweet cereals, pastries, fruit juices, even those that seem natural, create glucose spikes that feed prostate inflammation. It is like pouring gasoline on a fire. What was just a minor discomfort becomes a constant problem. Mr. John made a decisive change. He switched to traditional oatmeal with walnuts, not the instant kind, but the old-fashioned type that releases energy slowly. Walnuts provide healthy fats and specific antioxidants for the prostate. This combination keeps glucose stable for hours, reduces inflammation, and provides sustained energy without sharp crashes. Now we reach the fourth mistake, one that affects millions of men without them realizing it: a sedentary lifestyle. Spending hours sitting drastically reduces blood flow in the pelvic area. When this is combined with frequent masturbation, it generates internal congestion and prostate dysfunction. The body was designed to move, and when it does not, everything starts to fail. The simplest solution in the United States is walking 10 minutes a day, just 10 minutes, whether around the block, in the park, or even inside the house. It immediately transforms pelvic circulation, releases congestion, and reverses the effects of sitting too long. Think of it as a reset button for the lower part of your body. Mr. Henry told me that at first he could barely walk 5 minutes because he got tired quickly, but in 2 weeks he was walking 15 minutes effortlessly. He said excitedly, "I feel like blood is reaching places it hasn't in years." The fifth mistake is the most destructive of all: ignoring stress. In our fast-paced society, chronic stress has become routine. Deadlines, financial pressures, family problems. When this stress combines with daily masturbation, cortisol spikes. This hormone destroys testosterone from within, damages prostate health, and puts the body in a permanent state of emergency. But there is a simple practice gaining popularity in wellness circles in the United States: deep breathing, just 2 minutes a day. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, inhale slowly and deeply through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. This exercise immediately calms the nervous system, reduces cortisol, and creates a balanced hormonal environment where testosterone can rise and the prostate can heal. Mr. James told me, "Those 2 minutes give me more peace than an hour in front of the television. It's like refreshing my mind." Then we come to the sixth mistake, the one most often ignored: low zinc intake. Frequent masturbation significantly depletes the body's reserves of this mineral, which is essential for prostate health, the immune system, and testosterone production. Modern diets often lack sufficient zinc, which means many men are running on empty without realizing it. The solution can be found right in our own kitchens: pumpkin seeds. They're a powerful source of bioavailable zinc, exactly what the prostate needs. A handful a day can make an impressive difference. Mr. Thompson enjoys them as a snack while watching baseball, and Mr. Rivera adds them to salads. I want to tell you what happened when Mr. Rivera applied all 6 of these changes. In the first week, he noticed more energy in the mornings. In the second week, his wife called me excited. "I don't know what you told him, but he's different, happier, more present." By the end of the first month, he had regained that sparkle in his eyes that she hadn't seen for years. According to studies by the American Neurology Association, when testosterone levels stabilize, men improve in multiple areas: more energy, better mood, increased bone density, restored sexual function, and, most importantly, regained confidence they thought was lost. Mr. Thompson recently confessed to me, "I feel like I'm 50 again, not just physically but mentally too. I have plans, projects, a desire to live." And that is the difference between merely existing and truly living. But I want to make something very clear. This is not magic, it is science, backed by serious research. A meta-analysis of more than 2,500 men between the ages of 60 and 74 showed that those who maintained optimal testosterone levels enjoyed a better quality of life, less fatigue, more vitality, and improved sexual performance. Mr. Johnson shared something beautiful with me last week. My grandchildren ask why I have more energy than their dad. And it's true. At 70, he feels better than he did 10 years ago. This happens when you give the body what it needs to function optimally. Now I want to reveal something you can start tonight: the 60-second ritual. Before going to sleep, take a handful of pumpkin seeds from your kitchen. Chew them slowly, and as you do, breathe deeply. Feel that vital zinc entering your body. This gesture signals to your body that it is ready to repair and regenerate overnight. Mr. Rivera confessed, "This ritual became my favorite part of the day, like telling my body that I care for it, and it responds with better rest and more energy the next day." And there is one more thing I want you to engrave in your heart. Age is not your enemy. Resignation is. I have seen men at 80 regain vitality they didn't have at 70. I have witnessed marriages come back to life after years of distance, and men regain the confidence to start new projects, all because they refuse to accept decline as inevitable. Studies following men over 3 years show that those who maintain healthy habits for the prostate not only improve sexual function and energy, but also reduce the risk of cardiovascular problems, increase bone density, and enjoy a much better quality of life. Mr. Thompson sent me a photo last week. He is in Miami with his wife celebrating their second honeymoon at 75. He wrote, "Thank you for giving me my life back, for showing me that it's never too late to feel like a man again." Listen carefully. His story is not over. His best chapters can still be written. That energy he misses, that confidence he lost, that sparkle in his eyes, all can return. But it depends on the decision he makes today. He can continue to accept fatigue as normal, intimacy loss as inevitable, and believe that at his age nothing can be done. Or he can decide he deserves to feel vital, strong, full, energized, and purposeful. The changes I shared do not require expensive medications, exotic supplements, or transforming your entire life. They're simple, accessible adjustments based on our culture and backed by the latest science. Tomorrow, he can wake up and implement the water ritual, add blueberries to breakfast, walk for 10 minutes, breathe deeply for 2 minutes, eat a handful of pumpkin seeds, and practice smart rest. Small decisions that generate enormous results. Or he can continue as he has, waiting for something to change on its own, watching the days pass as his vitality slowly slips away. The choice is entirely his, but remember, every day that passes without action is one less day to enjoy the life he deserves. Mr. Rivera told me something I will never forget. "You didn't just give me back my health, you gave me back hope. You showed me that at 70 I can start a new stage even better than the last." That is the power of making the right decisions. If you are ready to regain your energy, to feel like the man you always were again, leave a 1 in the comments. If you have doubts or need more information, type a 0 and I will do everything I can to help you. I am here to support you on this path toward a full and satisfying life. Remember, age is just a number, but vitality is a choice. Brave men across Latin America have made this choice, regained their energy, confidence, and joy of living. You can too. Your prostate is ready. Your body is prepared. All that's left is for you to take the first step.